Welcome back, everybody. It is Tuesday, January 4th. It is so nice to see you guys here in the building today. The building is, to be honest with you, pretty quiet and boring without you. So we're excited to have our students back. Hopefully, you are rested and ready to get after it and get your learning as we started the second semester here today. I want to remind you, as always, to be pros. We are positive, we are respectful, and we take ownership for our learning and for our environment. Let's continue to do that as we, like I said, get started here in the second semester. I know some of you guys will know this more than others, but it's really hard to come back from a poor start to a semester. So let's hit the ground running, make sure we're being positive, we're being respectful, we're taking ownership for our learning and for our environment. We want to make sure we're getting all of our assignments completed, that we're studying for tests and other things that we need to really focus on, make sure that we are behaving appropriately and meeting our expectations when it comes to that. Let's have a great start to the second semester by being pros. Some birthdays: Jason Miller, Landon Linick, and Layla Linick. Happy birthday to you all. I hope that you guys have magnificent Tuesdays. Students, a reminder about cell phones. They are to be turned off and in bags at all times. There are no exceptions. That goes for lunch. That goes for hallways. At all times, your cell phones are to be turned off and in your bags. Teachers will ask you for them if they see them out. I have directed our teachers that if they see you with the cell phone out, that they're to ask you for it. And some of you guys are already past your warning stage. So I would make very sure that your cell phones are turned off and in your bags. Lunch, all right. Where students sit at lunch on Wednesday will be your assigned seat for the next 9 weeks at lunch. As I'm sure some of you guys are aware, COVID case numbers have been going up lately. So we really want to make sure that we know which kids are sitting around which other kids, and that we also have no more than 2 on a bench so that we can space you out as much as possible. So again, no more than 2 students on a bench. And then make sure wherever you sit on Wednesday, that will be your assigned seat for the next 9 weeks, and we'll come around with the seating chart and get that filled out. Also, I want to remind you that you need to get seated. So come straight in to the cafeteria, go directly to your seat. You need to stay seated until you are directed to get up and go to the lunch line. Raise your hand if you need anything, if you need a trash can, if you want to ask to use the restroom, anything like that. And then make sure we're cleaning up after ourselves. We should clean up our own trash. We'll come around and spray like we usually do, and make sure we're cleaning up after ourselves at lunch. All right, we talked about this before we left for break, but if you see something, make sure you say something. It's really up to all of us to make sure that our school is safe, and that if we hear of something that someone says, or if we see something, that maybe we question whether or not that's a safe thing, make sure you tell an adult. You can tell a teacher. You can come straight to the office and tell someone in the office. You can give your teacher a note. Whatever you need to do that you feel comfortable with. If you see something, make sure that you let us know. All right, E plus R equals O. You control your response to situations. Events are going to happen throughout the day, throughout your life. Events will happen that you have no control over. What you do have control over is how you respond to it. So what choice you make in your response is what you control and will lead to the outcome. So make sure that you are controlling what you can control, making the best choice possible whenever an event does happen, so that we have great outcomes. If no one has told you yet today, I love you. I'm really glad that you're here at Middle School North. This is the place for you. You belong here. You have all the tools to be successful. I know you can be successful. We've got your back. Hope you have a terrific Tuesday. And as always, it is great to be a cruiser.